Well, morning of fellow zombies of sleep deprivation and emotional deprivation as well when you're dealing with your emotional issues. I know how to feel this because I'm one. We were John C., Roseman, California, a native of Southern California. Native as in born in the county of Los Angeles. And then in his later life had to move to the armpit. The armpit belonging to another county. It might as well be called a skin lesion out here in Roseman. Because we don't know whether or not we're part of LA County or Kern County. And they don't even realize it half the time anyway. But they still treat us as Kern counties. We're still skin lesions out here. There has been conversations online regarding the term Cali. C-A-L-I, or califrass. Some people and a few Facebook postings out there are trying to make fun of terminology regarding the state name. Now, for some of us who actually take it personally, it's why don't you're born in the state and feel like we are part of something here. It's rather insulting. It's not rather insulting, it is insulting. No, it's like going over to San Francisco and me making fun of their town or people, or both. Say, for example, a native of California either drives or flies or takes a train to San Francisco. And let's say there's a baseball game over there. A few years back, there was a major rivalry that transferred from San Francisco down to Los Angeles to the point where Los Angeles natives had to decide that this particular San Francisco fan was not worthy of anything, and therefore tried to kill the guy. They made it. Family sued. These guys were caught, busted, broke. But they decided to take the rivalry to extreme measures. We're talking about baseball game and baseball teams going to different towns and what kind of rivalry we've got. Get it caught up in the passion of the moment, or are we actually that stupid? These guys are actually that stupid and that angry and don't even realize it. Now, when a rivalry comes in, it clouds things up left and right. Now, getting back to San Francisco, let's say if I'm a tourist. I come off the plane or transportation, and I'm going out there and seeing people walking around. Ah, San Fran is lovely. What the hell is this place again?
Don't you call this place San Fran? It's San Francisco.
Well, where'd you come from? SoCal. Ew!
Rejects down there. City of libtards.
I beg your pardon, we're progressive liberals.
Libtards!
You come over here to insult our town? No, I just came over here to see what kind of an armpit you got.
Ah!
That's almost the same reaction I got when I'm seeing people who are claiming that they're California natives, been born here or actually transplanted and almost consider themselves as native. But I'm born in Downey, California. I got a birth certificate. What I don't have is the gumption to really go after out-of-towners either online or in person and try to correct them on their terminology. As much as I am fighting it like crazy, it is a bit of pride and arrogance, ego, an identity that we have out here, that we're Californians. We're supposed to be better than everybody else. We're not supposed to be better than everybody else, we're just there. That's all we are, it's just there. We're Southern Californians. We like the beach weather. We like to travel to the beaches. The only problem is, it's going to be screwing us over one way or another. And we don't even realize it. This whole town of Los Angeles, and the county of Los Angeles, had been my home for most of my life until I moved out of the area into Roseman. Now I'm in the Twilight Zone. That's what I call Kern County's Twilight Zone, because Rosamond's the outskirts of it. It's more like an annex of it, of how Kern is run, compared to how LA is run. I've been used to LA because LA's been my home for a long time. And my family's been used to it. Well, unfortunately, Ma died in it. David, well, he passed his way trying to get into it. So I would consider him dying in LA County. But me, I'm still surviving out here in Kernville. It's not Kernville, it's Roseman. It's Kern County, but it's still Roseman. There are natives out here who've been born out here, living out here a long time, call it home. Would you like calling someone else's place a dump? Say, for example, you came into someone else's house. You don't even know who the hell they are. You just go into their house. You go, oh, what a dump this place is. I mean, look at this and look at that. That's showing a hell of a lot of lack of respect right there for someone's place to live. And that's how I look at the online situation here. Is when you're dealing with my home is my state. The state of California is my home. Mostly I'm a Southern California native, a resident out here. I don't mind it out here. I mean, I like to be back in LA County where the womb is, but unfortunately things have been changing so much out there. And not to mention the population and rent increases left and right. I had to get the hell out of it. My family had to, unfortunately. We couldn't find a cheap place in the San Fernando Valley to live in. We lived out there for about 38 years. When I was the age of 2 years old, my family moved from Downey all the way over to, I think it's a park actually, to San Fernando Valley. Bounced from one neighborhood to another neighborhood to another neighborhood. One community to another community to another community to another community. But still, Valley was my home. And that's how I looked at it. Out of it. Came back to the Valley and I'm like, oh, what a dub. I say that because it turned out to be right. A lot of changes happening while I was living there and I didn't even realize it. And it was coloring my viewpoint and how I was looking at things. I was looking at a different colored kaleidoscope. And how my whole town was changed. Actually, my whole valley was changing overnight and didn't realize that it was turning into a dump. Some people actually have been living here after I left, or still here, even after I left, and still consider the valley their home. And there was nothing. You can't insult it because they won't allow you to do that. I can say it because I got the hell out of here. I lived out here for 38 years. I consider myself a valleyite, but I wasn't a native born in the valley. But I was a native born in LA County. So I can say things about my county and certain portions of the city, but not being part of the city, I really can't say anything about it, now can I? It's like me going over to Beverly Hills and saying, what an expensive piece of trash. Only trashy people live in this place. Are you a tourist? Worse. I live next door in Kern County. Ah! You're not saying with enough emphasis. You gotta say with a little more. Here's a barf bag for you. We live in the armpit. Ah! Yeah, it stinks out there too. We deal with people's garbage all the time. And we get to be flown over all the damn time. And we get to be torn apart left and right. No, not yet. Go lay down. I start getting into a breakfast situation over here. And she's got to bug me all the time. But that's a dog for you. But still, if I happen to go up to another portion of California and insult their town, they'll be going through the same damn route. Now, what happens until I get outside the state of California? They'll be doing the same damn thing to me. It's like, California, ah, Cali, you guys call it. No, it's California. Either in NorCal or you're in SoCal. NorCal, Northern California, or you're Southern Cal. Of course, it could be Central Valley. Nothing wrong with Central Valley. No! Come on, leave me alone. My mother's at it again. I can't even have any breakfast. I can't even have any talk. I can't have anything. Because she's got to have it all. She's got to have my attention now. The things I do for a dog. Excuse me for a minute. Okay, so I was trying to make a point online with some of the posters out there and also the administrators that the taking the names of different places to insult by and just make a joke out of it. It's like insulting your home. I can insult my own home because my own home's a wreck. I can insult myself because I know I'm a fool and an idiot. It goes without saying. I can say that about myself. I can be that about myself. But now when it comes down for a place that I actually care enough about, so yeah, I'll stick up my nose and defend the damn thing. But why not my own home, which is the roof over the head, which is bug infested right now, versus the state of California, which is already infested with a lot of things happening, such as political aspirations, egotists at this point over here, drought kicking in, weather's kicking in, not to mention the potential earthquake that's going to happen, if it happens. But they generally do happen. Why? Because the earth moves. When people had posted regarding this is earthquake weather, I always had to remind them of the earthquake history. Nobody likes to be reminded of that. I'm telling people and how things are and what are like. They don't want to listen to it. They don't want to be caring about it. They just want to do what they want. So what I want to do at this point is to make this perfectly clear. You're going to be insulting someone else's town and someone else's state. You're insulting someone else's home. And I don't take too kindly to that. My mother always had, and she got different now, one way or another. Dad, if you're going to be insulting someone else's home and you think if it's downright dirty, here's a mop, here's a bucket, here's a broom, clean it up. You want to dust? You see some dust around here? Dust it down. If you're not comfortable with that, there's the door. Don't let it hit you on the ass as you leave. That includes the state of California. You don't like it? Get the hell out. If this is your state, stay here. Do whatever you can to take care of it properly. It's home. You take care of your home, you take care of your kin. But you don't insult somebody else's home, and you don't insult somebody else's family either. That's my word of warning. That's my word of advice. Karma has a way of biting people in the ass. I'm not karma. And I'm not willing to knock on karma's door for it either. You already did. You're going to start the insults. Karma's already got your number. All is a matter of place and timing, and that's it. I'm not going to say anything further. I'm going to say, this is home. You go to someone else's home, you're going to be insulting it, then you are an insult. You're a troll. Go somewhere else.